So I'm going to start today with a die cut 2 scallop circles with my quick cuts. One out of the pattern paper from the Earth Love collection with Cosmo Cricket, and one out of just a kind of a tan cardstock, and this is what I'm going to use for my little stamped image. So I'm going to start with the little cloud and sunshine from the American Crafts set, and I'm going to use just a little bit of sketch paper here underneath because I'm going to stamp this up here kind of in the corner and a little bit off the page. I'm using the Autumn Leaves clear stamp ink pad. Perfect. And then the other stamps that I'm going to be using are the little tiny birds from Hero Art. That little guy. And let's see. I think this little guy. And to do that, I'm going to be using the Copic marker sketch, and this is color B32 or pale blue. Now with Copic markers, one of the cool things you can do is color over the color you've already laid down to get a little bit of depth and variation. And I am also going to use just a little bit of pink. This is color number RV11. I'm just going to run that up on its wings. A little depth and a little bit of highlight. And give him a little more blue around his face. I'm just going to give these little flowers down here just a little bit of peach. And it kind of goes with the colors, the shape of the colors there. And to give his body a little bit of depth, I'm going to go in with a little golden sunset. I use the EK Success Memory pencils. Going with a little golden sunset here to warm up his little feathers. And the cloud, I'm going to shade in with a little bit of white. Notice I'm not coloring this completely in with the white. That's because I'm going to go in with a very pale blue as well. I'm going to go in with a moss color, which is kind of a gray, and just really lightly give it a little bit of shading in these kind of spotty places. Just gives it a little dimension. And then I'm going to go in with a turquoise and give it a little bit of blue, just kind of brighten it up a little bit. And then back over again with the white, and I'll go over everything with the white. And that just kind of blends in some of those colors from before and ties it all together. I'm going to mount it on here like this, but before I do that, I'm going to ink the edges just a little bit. The Chestnut Roan Colorbox chalk ink. And I'm going to pop it off the background with a little couple of pop dots here. Now you will see that the Copic markers actually bleed through the paper. That's how you know you're getting a good color blend, because the ink should actually saturate the paper that you're using. And I cut these using the nesting scallop circles or nesting flowers. Alright, so now I'm finished with my little decorative piece that's going to go on the card. And I'm going to put that on the card kind of right here so it goes up off the top a little bit, because it's going to go in a standard size envelope, and the envelope is slightly larger than the card. So I have room to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on there. And let's see, stick it on there right like that. So it kind of stands up just a little bit. And now I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon on here, but before I do that, I want to round the corners of the card. This is the Corner Chomper, the We Are Memory Keepers Corner Chomper. And I just got this and I'm so excited because I can effortlessly do the corners on the top of my card as well. And I no longer have corner rounding schnibbles everywhere. So I'm going to do all 4 corners, and then I'm just going to add a little ribbon right here, a little bit, so I have a little nut. And then all right, and then I'm going to do one last little thing with this card, and just put a little bit of faux stitching around the edges. And last but not least, because I never can leave well enough alone, I usually like to send my cards in an embellished envelope. So I'm just going to add a quick little strip of this pattern paper to coordinate with the card to the back of my envelope. And I'm going to line it up on my basic gray precision cutting mat just to make sure that I'm lined up. And then, just for fun, and because this is going to be a little anniversary card for some friends of mine, right where their return address is going to be, or my return address, I'm sorry, where my return address is going to be, I'm going to add this little owl. And again, this is from that American Crafts stamp set, and I'm using the same Autumn Leaves ink, and I'll put that little birdie at the end of where they're named. Thanks for watching.